Hi guys, and welcome back. So today I thought I would do a first impressions on the the Museum of Ice Cream x Sephora makeup collection. Now I haven't seen a lot of hype online for this stuff, so I figured I would purchase a whole collection with my own money and I would just show it off and see what we have. So I have done my full makeup today with only the pieces of this collection, with the exception of the eyelashes. There is eyelashes in this collection, but I personally do not wear false eyelashes, so I would never get use out of those. They are super cute. If I can figure out how to put a thumbnail of the eyelashes, I will show you. It's basically a band and they overlay different colors on each of the eyelashes, so you have different colored eyelashes when you blend. They're really cute, but like I said, I just wouldn't get use out of them. So let's dive right into this. I have the price points here in Canadian dollars, and if you did want to purchase the entire collection with the exception, no, I'm sorry. If you wanted to purchase the entire collection, I added the eyelashes in here even though I don't have them. It would be $279 from Sephora plus tax, and that is Canadian. So let's start off. First off, and this was one of the highlight pieces of the collection, I think. This is the brush and clutch makeup kit. So this here is super cute. It's actually quite large. It's quite deep. My whole phone can literally fit in here. And it comes with 5 brushes in the kit. Now these brushes here, this kit retails for $80, so that is quite expensive. And these brushes here have little sprinkles in the handles. Now these handles, sprinkles don't move inside these handles. However, I would not get use out of these brushes. They are cute, in my opinion, as a novelty. I just did not put my makeup on with these, mainly because if I clean these, I'm not sure if this pink is going to come off. So if you're paying $80 and you want it to look this way, I don't know if I would want to try to clean that, because I would be afraid that this would fade over time, and they are really cute. So for me, this brush set, it's quite pricey, especially if you're not planning on using the brushes. Like I said, they're super soft, and you know, if you wanted to do a splurge, I definitely would recommend this. But the clutch, in my opinion, is it worth $80? It depends on who you're talking to. I could see myself carrying this like a black dress at a Christmas party. I did read online some reviews of other people that have bought this and they wanted to put it up on their vanity, and this gap here creates a little bit of a problem when you stand it up and you can see just the tops of the brushes peeking out of this. But otherwise, if you're going to carry it as a clutch, it's pretty solid. It is acrylic. This handle here is a bit on the cheaper side, but if you weren't too rough with it, it would be just fine. Moving on is the Icecream Eyeshadow Palette, and I did use this to create the eye look that I'm wearing today. They're great colors. They're buildable. The coverage and the blending I found was quite difficult for me to blend out, but if you wanted to build and blend, the colors are fun. The color story in here is quite fun, with the exception of this brown. To me, I'm not sure where I would use. I mean, maybe if you wanted to use this teal and this shimmer shade with the brown, you might be able to get away with it. I think for me, this is missing a purple. I really wish I would have had a purple here to sort of blend out a little more. So other than that, that's my only, in my opinion, flaw with this palette. You also get a little brush in the handle, but again, this is very small. It's very small, and I'm not sure if anyone, I know I could never get use out of that brush there, so that's just gonna hang out in there. It's quite a sturdy package. There are no shade names on this package at all. On the back of the actual packaging, which is off camera, they have the shades, but it's not actually on the component. But the component itself is quite sturdy, and this ranges for this is $53. Next up, we have the Charm Bracelet. This was really disappointing for me. I wanted to love this. I just can't. It's very lightweight. It's very cheap. They're fun, but unfortunately, it makes a lot of noise when you're wearing it. And my wrists are really small. It's huge on me. I can get that, and then it'll just come right off on me. So this is far too large. This is disappointing for me. This was $35. So for $35, if you could only buy one piece and this was the most appealing to you, I wouldn't recommend this. For $35, you're far better spending maybe the extra money and going with the liquid lips, which I'll show you in a second. This does come with, inside here, 2 lip and cheek stains, and it does come with a highlighter, which is actually the same highlighter, I think, in color as in the face palette, which we'll get into in 1 second. However, these hinges here, they're plastic. So if you open these and close these enough, I think these hinges will break. Also too, you're not going to be able to see this on camera, but I figured I would point it out. The top of my ice cream, the paint, is actually starting to chip away. It's very small. I don't think you can see it on camera, but it is starting to come away. So for me, this was a miss, unfortunately, and at a $35 price tag, it's well overpriced for what this is. Of course, that's my opinion. Next, we have the liquid lips. I was worried about these at the beginning, and actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. They go on very, very opaque and quite streaky, but they build really nicely. This is the one that I use to put on my lip here, and you also have 3 other colors as well. They look really, really, really like crazy, but actually, with the exception of the red, I don't do red very well. I think these would go quite well with the majority of the colors in the palette, including this orange. I put this orange on last night, and it's, I don't know if you see, it's got a doe foot applicator. It's actually much nicer. Like, see how it goes on so streaky? But when this dries down, if you build it up a little bit, this color actually is really pretty. And I could see myself wearing this in the future. Just don't touch this. I accidentally touched it yesterday night before it was dry, and it gets everywhere. It's really hard to get off too. These, for all 4, retail at these at all 4 worked out at $43 Canadian, and I don't know, I'm sold on these. I like the packaging, it's fun, and the product so far it's held up quite nicely, and I don't have any transfer, and I've been drinking coffee all morning. Next up, we have the face palette. This is kind of fun, except my only argument with this is it has a mirror on the one side, but not on the other. So at $45, you think that you could have 2 mirrors, because if you're working with this side, you have to keep it's a little going back and forth for me. That's a little for the price tag. You know, I guess we could have thrown in another mirror. However, I am wearing a combination of this shade, and this shade, which in my opinion is the same shade as the highlighter in the bracelet today on my face, and I was pleasantly surprised by this. I really like this. It had a ton of coverage. When I put it on, it was like one of those moments when there's so much and you have to really, really blend it out. And they do have the shade names on the back of the component. So you have things like churro, hot fudge, cinnamon, sprinkle pool, all sort of related to the Museum of Ice Cream sort of theme that they're going with here. And once again, this was actually quite cute, and you can pick this up for $45. And with the exception of the lashes, that covers the entire collection. Again, I did purchase this with my own money, so I just wanted to give you guys some first impressions on it, because, you know, I didn't see a lot of stuff online. There might be more now, but this was just, you know, if you were waffling back and forth and wanted to see something up close, because I know on the website, Sephora's website's having some problems right now, and there's not a lot of photos. I just wanted to show people what, you know, the colors and things. Maybe I'll show you another one here. This is the red, how they looked before you went and actually purchased the stuff with your own money. Again, the favorite piece is this one right here, but it does retail for $80, so that's kind of getting up there. So I think that's it. I will be signing off. Again, thank you for watching. I will link another video down below if you enjoyed this, and we will hopefully doing some more first impression videos in the future. Thanks again. Bye.